Welcome back to the Chicken and Rice podcast. It's been a minute, but we're back. We're here with Mr. Optimal, Mr. Ali Star, and Ali Star's wonderful girlfriend. Introduce yourself to the people, because this is your first time on here.
I don't know what I'm really supposed to say. My name's Callie.
California, short for California.
There you go. That's a good way to remember, just with a K, not a C.
Yep. Hell yeah. And I'm Ben. For those of you that don't know, I own Chicken&RiceClothing. One of the top clothing brands in the world right now, currently doing on average $5 billion in sales per month.
Yeah.
So go cop you some if you haven't already. And introduce yourself, brother, in case they forgot.
I'm Mr. Optimal, a very temporary co-host.
Yeah, he's very temporary.
Of the show.
Yep. And we just got back from church here, so I think we should cover that. Because church is most important. Jesus and God is the most important thing in the world. Okay? No fitness, no... We're going to talk about fitness later, but I'm saying before fitness is God, right?
Yes.
So what would you say you got from today's service? I thought it was a really good one, actually.
Be less selfish.
Yeah.
Just period.
Hair in my mouth.
So, but like, I guess it's more so for me, it's because I'm most selfish when I get stressed out. Like Dan's example of like, when I get stressed out about having the sermon in the morning, it's very easy for me to tell my people that I love, like, hey, I want to have my tea. I want to have my pants laid out. I want to have this, that done this way. You know what I mean? Because you kind of take advantage of the things that people do for you when they love you. You know what I mean? Like, you just think they're just going to keep doing them. You know what I mean? So when I get really stressed out, I have a bad habit of like, I've done it to you. I do it to her a lot. I like, you know what I mean? I like make demands. I like bark orders. You know what I'm saying? Or like get stressed and start talking like just a dickhead. So my biggest thing is when I feel stressed, I immediately go into this state of like me. So I need to be better at catching that in the moment, not afterwards and just like apologizing for it. But like, again, thinking of how can I serve when I'm stressed out.
And then to summarize the sermon, to give you all context, it was basically, and let me know if this is a good summary, Jesus served you by all of the deeds that he has done, and then today they used the example of washing of the feet of the, who was it? The disciples?
Of the disciples, yeah. Well,
Wash the feet of the disciples.
He died on the cross for us.
Yes.
So for him to serve us in that way and again, he's the king of the universe. So for him to come here and serve us, to die for our sins, instead of coming to the earth and saying, bow down to me, because he could. You know what I mean? It's leading by example. You know what I mean? He's giving an example of how you should treat everybody on this earth.
Yeah. So basically, to summarize, as Jesus served you watching this, you should serve others with even more passion.
Which is very easier said than done. Like, I struggle with that
100%. Because you might think you deserve to be served, but Jesus, God, deserves to be served more than anybody else, and he is the one doing the serving. So you need to lock in and figure it out. Serve others before yourself.
I also think it's a very big thing of like, how many times, like he was saying, have I been a Judas myself and like sold out my faith for money or pleasure, or like just not been a better version of myself for quick temporary like satisfaction. So like, again, realizing that I've been given so much grace, even just in the shit I've done on this earth, not just Jesus dying for my sins, because I still get grace. I'm not going to hell just because I did those things. Again, I should remember that Jesus has forgiven me and he's done those things for me. So like, how can I help serve other people? You know what I mean? So the message today really got me, bro.
I got you.
It got me bad. Because again, like, oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I feel like what got me the most was kind of like when he was talking about like how it's easier to be like nicer to people who are doing something for you, but not to everyone. So I feel like that's something I personally need to work on, is like being nicer to everyone, just going out my way a little bit more. I definitely.
Holy crap. Coda, lay down. Coda, lay down. My bad. Go ahead.
I mean, that was really it. I just like, that really got me, because I feel like, again, it's just easier for you to be nice to people who are giving you something, but to actually be the one to give to others that aren't giving you anything.
No, yeah, like going out of your way for even like somebody that's may have hurt you. You know what I mean? Or like, and not taking that into effect of like, oh, they've done this to me, so fuck them.
Exactly.
Because I do that too, like where I'm just like,
yeah, I'm like,
you've crossed your line, you know. So like, fuck you.
I'm a pro at that, just dropping people.
I also wanted to ask you, would you say your mind has been opened since going to church and just like developed?
I would say
just in general. I don't know if I'm not trying to like be like you weren't developed before, but I'm saying like
no, I know what you mean. Like, I feel like it has helped some just to see other perspectives I've never thought of. Just because really, I mean, I grew up not very religious, so kind of getting more into it is nice. It makes me see other people's perspectives. I like the whole community aspect of it, but I'm still kind of working on knowing more about it. And we've been watching like The Chosen. I feel like that helps me understand it so much more, having a visual to see like what they're talking about. Because otherwise I'm like, okay, I don't know who that person is. I don't know what they did. But seeing it on a show is really helping me.
I feel like the Bible is, unless you go to school to learn about all the context behind what the Bible talks about, it doesn't sometimes give enough context for the lessons it tries to teach. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like The Chosen gives a really good visual, because it'll give you all the extra context, like give you a visual, give you an idea of who the characters are to each disciple. And then it kind of like will reference direct scripture, things that you'll hear in church, you know what I mean? They'll talk about in The Chosen. So then when you go to church and you hear them talk about it, you're like, you have something to kind of like attach your mind to, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know me and probably plenty of other people struggle to actually like open the Bible and then just read, because it's very like I can never really understand what is
happening,
going on,
what's happening,
because it's just like a different. It's English, but it's like it's worded very difficult for me to understand, at least. And I know even growing up, like
it's hard for me to understand.
Reading
I have to read
books.
certain sentences, like simple shit, where I'm like and then again I'm still like, wait, hold up, what? I'm like, is that what it says, or what is it saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's confusing, because again, I don't have the context to all the things. So that's why I watch like a good, like at least I try to when I can. Like, I'll get stuck on TikTok watching like longer, like 7-minute short form videos about like the context behind the scripture, because there's some like Bible creators that I follow. It's actually amazing like how much my feed now just shows me like Bible stuff. Oh yeah, which I love.
The same with me,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, like it's all church stuff and Christian stuff basically most of the time. So like I get down that rabbit hole where I'm learning more, because I'll have more context. You know what I mean? But again, it's like, so until I have the context, it's hard for me to just like, especially Old Testament, because Old Testament shit is like, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me at all. You know what I mean? So it's more so just like, again, having that context to it.
Yeah. And then, yeah, The Chosen's good. It's like a show. How many seasons is it? Do you know? Have you finished it? 4?
I think so.
Yeah, it's 4 seasons.
The first season's on Netflix, and then you got to download Angel Studios or some shit.
But it's all free, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the app's free. You don't have to pay to watch The Chosen. That's kind of what got me into it. I was like, honestly, I'm not even going to lie, bro. I didn't go out of my way to watch it when I first started watching it, because I wanted to. I just didn't have anything to watch. And I watched TV, and it was like on there, and we were going to church. I figured, whatever, I'll turn it on, right? And like everything aside, I'm not saying this to try to entice people to watch it. Even if you aren't a Christian, this is a show that is actually well done enough, because it gives you context, and it also talks about like historical characters to where you could watch this show and enjoy it, even if you weren't watching it for a religious aspect. Like, it's actually a good show. You know what I mean?
I agree. And then I was telling you, Instead of just blasting music on my way to school, because I have like a 30-minute drive to school every day, I've been listening to a podcast. It's called The Bible in a Year. So every single day he drops like a 20-minute podcast where he reads scripture, and then every day of the year he posts one. So you finish the entire Bible over the course of a year, like slowly. So he'll read it, he'll say a prayer, and then he'll explain what just happened. Because I need that.
Yeah,
you know
100%.
He could read it. Because usually when he's reading it, like I'm listening, but I'm not like following. But then he'll explain it, what just happened,
and then you really grasp it. Yeah.
And then it makes more sense. And then I'm like, okay, word. Like I just learned the entire. It's only been like 2 weeks into the year, right? So I just learned the whole Adam and Eve thing, Cain and Abel, all that, which I kind of had an idea of before.
Cain and Abel is crazy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's insane. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm gonna do that every single day. And then I'm going to learn. And I'm going to probably do it next year, too, because why not? And then refresh my mem.
Does it go from, like, start to finish of the Bible?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Genesis
He said he'd send it to me so we could start watching it if we wanted
Could
to.
probably benefit from that because
Yeah.
I feel like I need to know more for me to understand more
Yeah.
in church.
It's only
Yeah, no,
20
100%.
minutes, too.
Yeah.
So it's, like, not even that much. And I just do it while I drive because it's, like, I got to drive anyway. So I'm multitasking.
Look at all these dogs chilling.
All right.
Yeah, it's funny.
I love them.
No, but, yeah. So church was good. Moral of the story is serve others more than you would want to be served. Don't just have an ego and think that you are the shiz. I'm trying not to curse as much.
I would genuinely say, I am too, I just don't do a good job of it. I genuinely would say, even if you're like, I can admit I'm inherently a more selfish person. Like that's just the facts. I can admit I'm just inherently, and I feel like more selfish than the average individual.
I think a lot of people are though, because I know I am too.
Like I consistently can say, like, and growing up, and like my mindset has been, how do I get mine? You know what I mean? So like, the biggest thing is, I feel good when I help people, even though that's my initial response. Like, I actually genuinely feel better when I go out of my way to help people, even though my initial response is to be selfish. So I would say it's a lesson of, like, even if you are a person that feels like it's really hard for you to go out of your way for other people because you've been hurt or because people haven't ever really gone out of their way for you that way, you'll only hurt yourself by continuing to, like, live out of that hate. So, like, just try to help others. Because I genuinely feel better when I go out of my way to try to help other people, even though I feel like I've been done wrong a lot. So why the fuck should I have to do that? But don't go off that initial selfishness, because, like, it'll only destroy you, I feel like.
And he dropped a bar, and I forget what exactly it said, but it was the difference between insecurity and humility.
He said going out of your way for others isn't like you thinking lowly of yourself. He said that's insecurity.
No, he said insecurity is, I forget. Doing something because you don't like yourself or something like that. It was a bar. I could probably put it up on I can screen record it.
Dude, do that. Yeah.
Humility is not about thinking less about yourself. That's called insecurity. Humility is just thinking about others more.
Humility is going out of your way for others just because you know it's the right thing to do.
Well, yeah, it was something for others, and then the insecure one was like for yourself, or like.
Maybe he was talking
like
about like
that.
insecurity is doing it because you feel like if you don't do it, then you would be like you're insecure that someone would think something of you instead of just doing it just to do it, being
just to be nice.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was a bar. I'll throw it up.
Dan is like the man, bro.
Yeah, Dan's him.
I love Dan, but he also dropped a bar when he called some people out in the church today. He was like, and people do it to me all the time. He's like, who's preaching today, Dan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he goes and then he goes, this room just got real quiet, and I was like, dang, Dan calling people out on the stage. That's crazy.
I do remember that.
Well, I'm not even gonna lie. I like the sermons most where Dan preaches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I shouldn't. But that doesn't, he just has a good point there. That doesn't mean I should go in there thinking Even with church, how do I get the most out of this for myself today? I like Dan the most, so I listen the most when Dan preaches. Me.
Yeah.
How can I just go in here and serve God by getting the most out of the message, so then I can go help other people by trying to display that message, by like actually doing that in the real world. Again, very easier said than done, but like things to think about.
Yes, I agree. One thing I wanted to talk about, if you're ready to move on from the God, has anybody got to add anything for Jesus Christ other than we love you, Jesus Christ? Anything to add? No. Cool. Good. How about, it's been a while, so a lot of things have changed in the fitness space. As you know, we're still going strong. But if you look at our engagement right now, you'd be like, how do you have 100,000 followers with that engagement?
The motherfucker commented on my post to me
about that.
Yeah, he said, bro, he was like, bro, I love your content and everything. He's like, but I peeped your engagement and it just doesn't equate to having 100,000 followers. He's like, did you buy followers? I was like,
yeah,
I was like, motherfucker, no. Like,
well, it's Instagram, bro. It's like, because you have the followers, they're there, whether they're
just not pushing it to their feed,
whether they're active or not. You can post a picture, bro, and you can get like 1,000 likes or whatever it is, but then you'll look at the actual the analytics,
insights.
Yeah, look at the insights, the analytics on it, and it only showed it to 5,000 people when you have 100,000 people that actually follow you.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you have all this entire audience that isn't even getting shown your content because Instagram doesn't deem the content as like something that's like worth engaging with and something that's not going to make them money. And I'm not even trying to blame like
it's not Instagram's fault,
because it's like it does really come down to the content at the end of the day. But even when I get videos or like pictures that get more likes or views, it's typically not even from my audience. It's from them showing it to more people that don't even follow me. Which is like, so what are the other people that follow me already? What's the point?
I think
you're not even going to show it to more of them.
I think the way the algorithm works with your followers is the people you actively engage with on a daily basis, basically, are the people that you see. So, like, I see your stuff. I see her stuff, like, because we collab posts. She don't really post, but like I'll see her stuff when we collab post, and like she sends me stuff. I see Ruben's stuff because I engage, like, you know what I mean. So the profiles I actively engage with are really the stuff I see with a mixture of what it's pushing from what's trending. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So unless, again, that's the biggest thing. Is like why we always say build a community. Don't worry about followers. Build a community. Because the people that actively engage with your shit on a daily basis are the people that like you're going to be consistently push your content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it sucks. But dude, I also get people that I posted something the other day and dude was like, why haven't I seen this man post in forever? And I've been posting fucking 2 times a day, every day, every single day, not missing a day since fucking 4 years. So it's like, bro, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? And I haven't gone anywhere. So I don't honestly necessarily know how it works, but like,
I have noticed though that like for the people that I watch their stories, I always see their posts. So like if I watch your story or your story, I'll see your post. But if I don't, then I don't see your post more often than not. But that's because if I don't watch your story, I won't see it. I don't know. That's just something I've caught on with. I don't know how true that is though, but it's just kind of something I've noticed.
Yeah, it's just the more you engage with certain posts, like
Mr. Sam Sulek and Mr. Shizzy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's as of right now, everybody knows Sam Sulek is like taking over the entire like industry, and it was.
And it's well deserved for him. I think I actually enjoy Sam.
Yeah, it's not even to talk shit. It's just like a blatant fact that like every clip you see that has the most likes on like TikTok or Instagram right now is Sam Sulek just dryly saying some like relatable shit or him just being himself or whatever
or it's somebody and I've done it too, piggybacking off of like stitching a Sam Sulek video or a Shizzy video and
or just talking about him.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
and then now it's, at least me, it's half like Sam Well, it's a little bit of Sam, and then it's mostly
creatine and Ecovision beaters.
Beaters are everywhere.
Fuck.
No, I was gonna say Jinxie. Jinxie's all over my shit.
Bro, no, honestly, it's really bad. I'm getting no hate to Ecovision because they're doing a good job with advertising, obviously.
Yeah,
And people are buying their shit, bro.
Well, the reason
they got me the other day. I bought a pack of the beaters. I'm not gonna lie. I just got tired of seeing it, and I was like, well, I need a pair of black beaters, and Young LA doesn't have the fucking black ones, so like.
I literally just did that with that coconut pulling oil that like whitens your
Really?
teeth.
Yeah. So
one.
you just see it so much, you're like, fuck, I'm gonna do it. Whatever.
I got it for $4.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I got fucking 8 beaters for like $16 because I had a 40% off coupon. I was like, I don't even know how this works, but I'm getting these for so cheap. Like,
it makes sense. And
like-
I even got like inside info from one of the people that work with
TikTok.
I can't say it on here. I can tell you after, but but apparently how the actual videos that hit you all the time with like the shop and stuff, why they have so many likes and so like the engagement's so high is because they push it out to more people based on how many sales it makes. Not just because there's a link on there. There could just be a shop, like a product link on there. It doesn't automatically mean it's going to get more views. It gets so many views because the more like times people click it and they actually buy, that video is going to get pushed out more and more.
Because now TikTok's making money.
Yes, it's actually making money.
Well, that's valid.
TikTok is not even making money right now. They're actually like losing a shit ton of money.
Really?
But it's just so because like how sketch would it be if it was just like normal price and then TikTok just came out with like a shop, right? So the entire purpose of what they're doing right now is to get people to actually trust that their shop is legit and they're not going to like the products are actually getting to the customer and they're not just getting scammed.
Then they're going to stop all the coupons.
Yes. I think like very soon too. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
so then everything's going to be full price.
You got to fucking pay.
Yeah. And then it's almost going to be like, well, why don't I just go to Amazon?
That's crazy.
So they might even have to price drop even more than like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
that's a good game plan, bro.
Dude, that's
genius.
Well,
they have the money to fucking dude. The thing is,
hold up, live taste test of the Ghost chocolate nutter butter protein.
What'd you mix it with? Though water.
It's not bad.
No, it's good.
Chocolate peanut butter. It's pretty good.
She likes it in oatmeal. She makes like a protein oatmeal every morning.
So I just ate before we started this.
I think there's too much water in it though. It tastes watered down. It's my fault.
He makes Code Optimal. Ghost Code Optimal. I love their pre-workout, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
You weren't taking pre-workout.
I love it though. I was taking it. Like
yeah.
I've been incorporating a little half scoop with a 1.5 scoop of pump the last 2 days. So
I just used, bro, that arm pump yesterday was insane because of that hydration thing.
Bro,
Gorilla has hydration packets.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, when you're hydrated, bro, that shit will give you a filthy, nasty pump, bro.
I can't even, like, move.
Salt.
Not just hydrated with water. I'm talking, like, yeah, exactly, with electrolytes. That shit's fucking insane. That and a good Cialis. Woo.
So, yeah, guys, moral of the story with the state of the fitness industry right now. You're probably not seeing us as much, or if you are seeing us just as much as you were, it's because you're a real one.
Yeah.
And chances are you probably are because you're watching this pod, which means you're a real one anyway.
Nutrition Narc came out with a video that kind of made me salty. He was like, if you are complaining about your lack of views right now, he's like, it's because you can't make good content. And I genuinely do understand about the videos, but I have put out some banger fucking form videos and exercise videos with more visuals because I hired the new editor, like putting out some good videos and still just not biting like they were. You know what I mean?
Because it's just like there's like certain hype and certain phases of like just the fitness industry in general, I think, bro, where it's like, what was the first like kind of content that went like super viral? It was like swipe workouts, like just you're posting your workouts on 100%. Instagram or just posting your workouts with your sets and reps on TikTok or whatever.
Bro, like Christian Fleenor was one of the first little fucking guys to go viral for that stuff. Like,
yeah, and it would go crazy, and that was an entire thing, but eventually it gets saturated, and it's like, all right, how many swipe workouts can I watch today, bro? You're probably not going to want to watch multiple.
No.
And it's like, I already know this information. I already know, and like now everybody's working out already. They already know their workout and they have their set plan and exercises or whatever, so they don't really need like a workout plan because they already have it and they're already like kind of educated on it.
I would.
Then it was what? Then it was mic'd up workouts, and I
Gym
was
vlogs,
I was
yeah.
very fortunate to get on that very early, to where I could grow significantly. And that just kind of showed, because with swipe workouts, it's just working out, it's your physique, it's whatever. But then mic'd ups is like more personality, because like there was no personality in
Swipe
workouts, right? Because you're
just working out.
Yeah, nobody like knows who you are. You don't even talk to the camera. Mic'd up is just strictly your personality and then you training, obviously. And then when you find like a good balance, I think I had a good balance of just like me, obviously like training hard and shit, and then also, you know, talking and being funny.
You're funny?
Entertaining the audience. You're a bot, bro.
Stop.
The fart, man.
Stop. I love you, but stop.
Nah, so yeah, there's just different phases, bro. And like right now it's kind of in a standstill, I feel. Unless you are Shizzy, Sam Solik, or whoever. Even like Alex Eubank, bro. Like he's doing his thing still, obviously. He's probably making a lot of money. But
his views are down.
Yeah, but he's not in the same like level of like engagement that he would have been, however.
Even a year ago.
Yeah, like a year ago.
Well, Lex and all them boys too. If you look at all their views, they're down. Yeah. Like
it's a lot of people, bro, and it's like
Trin Twins still do okay.
Yeah, well, they're insane, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, same like I said, if you're not like one of the top dogs with like all of the spotlight on you right now, you're probably like, I've talked to a couple people that are like, because I thought it was just me at first, and then I was like, oh shit, like the more I talk to people, the more I realize like it's not just me, and everybody's just kind of at a standstill in their shit. So even if you're like out there and you're just getting started with content, or you've been posting for a little bit, and it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good for a lot of people right now. So, you know, it is what it is. All we can do is trust God. It's all on God. It's His timing for us. And, yeah. You get it or no?
I get it. My angles are a lot better nowadays.
You're welcome. Who's that one dude on TikTok, though, that I showed you the video of? Where he like puts the little sensors on his.
Oh, Ryan Humiston.
Yeah, I feel
where
like
I did the video on him.
I mean, he's doing better, but all he posts is, I feel like, videos of like.
But he only posts like once every month, and that's after he does a YouTube video. Like it takes him a good month or so, I would say, to put together those YouTube videos, because he does so much editing to it with visuals and stuff like that. So he'll post a YouTube video like once a month, and then he'll clip a part of the YouTube video that's like very controversial. Like a minute, like 30 seconds or like 2 minutes of the like YouTube video where he talks about something, and then that'll usually go viral. But then also like TNF helps him out, because TNF will stitch the video, and then somebody else will stitch the video, and then like again I'll stitch the video, and then so I'm only helping his engagement too. You know, like
that's true. Yeah, there's always that like science side of fitness that'll always be there. It's like constantly, it doesn't
evolving.
Like,
it's always changing.
It's not just like concrete. Like it's very like,
well, that's what people don't understand too when they like. That's what I feel like a lot of younger people don't understand, is like there is so much nuance to what is being said.
That's why, like,
you know
there was another
like,
phase. It was the JPG phase. Where the fuck is JPG now? I haven't seen a JPG video in a year, probably.
Yeah, no,
right?
dude.
So it's like they were taking his information and then running with it. And then if anybody was doing what he said wasn't optimal, it was
you're not. Yeah,
that's why you're small.
Yeah.
You don't follow JPG coaching. That's why.
Lay down.
And then what happened when he tore his pec benching?
Bro, no, that was like.
Is that why he fell off?
Nah, it's not why he fell off, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious. He would make videos like warming up isn't optimal. You shouldn't warm up. Like, it's not necessary to warm up, and then you tear your pec. It's like, bro, if I'm tight, I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of dynamic stretching before.
Yeah,
like again, I'm gonna probably.
That's not even to say that the reason that he tore his pec is
but it's
he
just
didn't stretch, but it's just like
it's just.
I don't know.
Again, there's nuance. You may not think that warming up is something that's good to do. I think that warming up is something that's good to do if you do it the right way. You know what I mean? Like, so there's so much nuance to things. You might think a barbell row is not a good upper back row because you're not stable. I can get pretty damn stable on my feet, bro, with a hip hinge. I don't know about you. I can RDL 4.5 plates though for reps. So like, again, barbell row is perfectly fine movement. You define stability. Yes, you're more stable with like a T-bar, but like that doesn't mean the barbell row is obsolete. It also makes you better with hinge movements. It makes you better pulling from the floor with deadlifts. It translates to other movements. So like there's nuance again. And yes, theory is perfect on paper. Like a T-bar row is probably one of the best movements for your upper back on paper. But what if somebody just doesn't enjoy doing it? In theory, like the T-bar row might be the best row for you to grow your upper back, but that's what it is. It's theory, right? That's why there's nuance to these things. Because what if it hurts somebody's shoulder because they're in a fixed position? What if they just don't enjoy the movement? What if they just don't get a good mind muscle connection out of it? Like they do not feel their back working. So, like again, there's nuance to things. Like what is the best movement for that specific individual and what's going to produce the most gains for that individual, not just, oh, this creator said that you're more stable on a T-bar row, so that's the best movement ever. 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because it's not concrete. Just like we were talking about the other day, failure. Like, what's the definition of failure? That could be, we could probably do a whole freaking podcast on what is failure. You know what I mean? Like,
do you train to failure?
yeah.
If not, you're probably small. Figure it out. We could talk about that, no?
Yeah, we can.
Because there's different, bro, because I'm under the impression, too, that this was my previous, like, kind of definition that is, like...
I'm curious on her definition, too.
It's like... Because I would argue that if you tell somebody to train to failure, to avoid, like, for the average person, for example, to avoid, like, getting injured, especially without, like, a spot and shit... But it would depend because if they're a beginner, then they don't even know what failure
That's
feels
what I'm saying.
like,
That's
right?
what I'm saying, bro. Like,
so it's like I would say,
Well, why would they not know what it feels like? Wouldn't it just be like, when they...
because I know motherfuckers that think they're done and can get like 10 more reps with a certain weight when
because
they
it's like,
first get in the gym.
I don't know if this is true or not. I think it is. If you haven't trained, if you're not like well resistance trained, you're like lactic acid tolerance is like you build up more or no? Is that bullshit? I know for me,
I believe the way that delayed
training,
onset muscle soreness works is like your tolerance is good. That's why you get so sore right after. I believe.
I'm just saying in terms of like maybe like a pain tolerance thing because most people stop when it hurts, not when they physically can't get another.
Oh
one.
no, 100%. Well, it's also that's a mental thing I would say for an individual, 100%. But like your perception of how hard something is like. If you have never fucking trained before, like the second that it starts burning a little bit in your pecs, you're probably going to be like, "Oh, I'm close to being done."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Exactly.
See, I grew up with my dad telling me to keep going until I either pass out or throw up. So that's what I assume failure basically is. But obviously not to that extent because there's when you're lifting like heavy weights, you can't pass out or throw up necessarily. You might just not be able to do it again.
Yeah, because it's like. If I do my last rep, like let's say my goal was 10 reps and my 10th rep took me like 10 seconds to actually complete a concentric. And I know for a fact, if I go down with the same form and try to perform one more rep, I physically couldn't get it all the way up for a complete rep.
But how do you know?
It's like you do know though,
but
it's like
I understand, but like your fucking brain, bro, is very powerful. So the second you even tell yourself, "Oh, I'm done," like you're fucked, bro. That's what I'm saying. You got like, but it's like, a mental fuckery thing, bro. But I swear to God, there's some moments where you might think you're done, but you could get one more. Like I fucking promise you.
Yeah, but I guarantee if you give me like 10 sets, 10 out of 10 sets, I will do my last rep, and you could spot me there, and if I try to do physically one more, I guarantee I can guess correctly what my failure is and what is my last rep 10 out of 10 times.
I would say I would even at least rather go down and fucking try to get the partial, like,
oh yeah,
at least no, like I'm going to go down and at least try to get the motherfucker up.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't go up, I know.
Yeah.
I'm done. But if I go down, bro, and that bitch goes up, guess what? We're going down again.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? If my goal is failure, like if that bitch is moving still, guess what, bud? Another rep. At least for me in my head.
Yeah,
you know,
I understand. But it's just like, because in my head, it's like you could do that one rep that's your final rep that was a grinder and you're done. But then it's like, how hard could that rep have been? Could that rep have been harder? Probably, right? And I probably still could have got it up. So that, like, for example, that wouldn't be like my 100% maximum, right? So, like, my thought process is that last rep isn't failure if you're like, I could go down right now and get it like 30% up max, or like that's what you like physically
feel
did
like,
to fail, right? Because I know, like, in my head, I know, like I said, when I can't, if I go back down and try to do another one, I will not get it all the way up. Like, I can tell based on how I feel and shit. But you could argue that you're not at failure until you go down and then at least try and actually physically
and fail
the
that's
rep.
that's what I'm saying. Well,
So I think there's two definitions there, in my opinion. And you could argue that there's only one, but I think
I would say it's obviously not like concrete. I would say, again, what is your goal? Like, if our goal, say we're doing a drop set, like, then what is failure there? Because, like, we didn't achieve failure if you, like, you know what I mean? That would mean you're achieving failure on every single set, basically, if you're doing a drop set. You know what I mean? So, like, how do you, like, it's like, what do we define this actual setting of failure as? But I would say, like, again, whatever your goal is, task failure would be, you can't do that fucking thing anymore. Like, but you have to know that you can't do it by actually failing.
Yeah, and then same thing with if you get a spotter and you do forced reps, like, technically that would be like kind of like a mechanical.
It's like a mechanical drop set. Yeah, failure would be where you're done. You know, like when he starts helping is your point of that's your point of task failure. But like
for that specific weight. But
yeah,
then with help, it's a lighter weight.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And then at what point after that is it failure? Because
I would say your mental fatigue at that point is when it's like, so that would be task failure. And then when we push past that point, which is the fun part to me, at least, when I get like 4 or 5 more reps with help and I feel like I'm about to fucking die. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because honestly, for me, it gets to a certain point with forced reps where I go down, I'm getting the eccentrics, and then at some point, I'm not even getting the eccentrics. Like, I completely
You're just dying.
No,
yeah.
it's like, it's not even like I'm dying. Like, I can handle, like, that pain, but it's just like, it's kind of like, it goes from being painful to, like, I can't even feel my chest working anymore. And then it's like, now you're going to failure doing a fucking bicep curl because I can't even push the weight up. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it almost just gets to the point where, like, yeah, I guess, like, I can't feel it working. I would say I almost get so pumped to the point where I'm like, I can't even almost like move. You know what I mean? Like on that last set of squats, bro, my legs, bro, like when we do like the force reps when we spot each other, my legs feel like they're about to blow the fuck up. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like I gotta sit the fuck down afterwards. I'm just like, Jesus shit. You know what I mean? Like shite. So it's again, for me, it's more like, I would say a mental fatigue point where you just hit this point of like, holy cow, I'm done.
Holy cow.
You know, like
yes.
I can't do anymore. Like this is, you know what I mean? But that's the cool thing about like mental fatigue failure with training is that's when you see how much of a bad motherfucker you are. You know what I mean? Like look at Tom Platz.
Farker.
That dude is crazy. You know what I mean? Like doing 23 reps with 565, I think is what he did. Like his all-time PR. Like that's insane, bro. Like, yeah, crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's that video, that sound that's viral of him, and he's like, nobody wants to squat. He's like, 'cause it's hard. Like, it's like, bro, the dude's insane, dude.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I think we went over that well. It's definitely something that can be debated like over and over again, and then you're basically going to be agreeing to disagree like every single time.
No, 100%. Because you both are, yeah, everybody's trying to achieve the same thing, which is muscle growth and just a quality set.
Yeah. But you got to take the muscle to where it probably doesn't want to go, dude. You just gotta like till it's done, bro. Till physically, not when you mentally can't do another one. It's when you physically cannot perform another rep, bro. Or you do like a 30%.
I tell my clients like last set, or our clients last set is don't think that like you could even have contemplated trying a rep. You know what I mean? So if like you leave that set and you think, damn, I probably could have gotten another one. No, you know what I mean? Like
that's why I
go harder.
I just get a spot because then I could just keep going, and then when I can't, like the weight's not gonna fall on me after I can't do it. Like I'm gonna get like help to just get it up.
No, having a spot is the most optimal thing ever.
Oh yeah,
having a quality training partner like is a very optimal thing.
100%, man. Yeah. Training to failure. Do you have anything else that you would want to discuss today, sir? I think we covered some decent stuff like God. Serve others. You bot.
Train to failure.
Train to failure, bro. Do you want to grow? You want to talk about anything about food? Any like food stuff other than my like garlic parmesan wings that I had last night?
Did you eat those last night?
Hell yeah. Garlic parm wings
so
and fries. Bro, the place I get them from is so good. I had a cheat meal yesterday, guys. I don't just casually eat wings like every day of the week. Okay. Unless you want to put them in the plan, we could figure something out.
Jesus.
Nah, I don't even like spending money.
TNF putting like Panda Express in his meal plan blows my mind.
No.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is he bulking? Is he probably eating a lot?
He's bulking, but bro, like I have 3 cheats a week.
I was about to say I had 2 on the bulk.
Yeah, I had 3 cheats a week. I have 3 cheats a week, bro, and those don't count as meals. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but don't you feel like kind of at that point it's like almost in the plan, bro? Like 3 a week, bro.
Yeah, well, dude, he wants me at 230, and I'm struggling very much to grow that fast without gear.
Yeah,
because of the epilepsy thing. So like with just testosterone, like dude, I look back. I have a really bad habit right now of looking back at old check-ins where I'm like right before I start having the seizures where I'm like blasting and I'm like,
yeah,
fuck. I'm like, damn, because I just look full as shit. Like I look pumped all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna get a fuckload of gear. So, but I look good. I just don't look like pumped full like in my. So it's like it's just growing as a slower process. Also without the drugs, because that's just how that works.
Now you're like me, buddy.
Yeah.
Big natty.
But it's whatever.
Yeah. So
we'll get there.
Yeah. Callie, what do you tell them to eat, bro? What do they got to eat?
Tell them to eat, bro.
I wish I could just tell. I wish there was just one like basic thing for everyone.
Imagine
how much easier that would be.
There's one thing
Chicken
for
and rice.
Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah. I think that's a good one. Little short Potter. Yeah or no?
Yeah.
Unless you have another topic, sir.
I do not have another topic.
All right.
Who the heck?
Little short Potter to bring it back. We'll come to you guys with more Potters soon here. We got to get back on the routine ski.
Yeah.
You get it?
Do you get it?
Do you get it or no? It's like a prank, though. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, I've always gotten it. I created it.
No, you didn't. God created it. God did.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yo, if you made it this far, comment. God did. Okay. Chicken Rice Potter, code chicken on everything. Chicken&RiceClothing. This shirt is dropping soon. We're dropping new oversized tees. We're dropping a full set with a crew neck and joggers. The joggers are restocking. Bunch of new stuff coming soon.
The crew necks are
the
nice.
sweatsuits are my favorite thing.
Yep. The crew neck and jogger combo is clean. And I did it in gray and black. And the gray is very, very tough. All right. Code optimal. Don't use code optimal.
Code optimal.
Peace out, bots.